Have you ever stood under the night sky, gazing at the stars, and felt a mix of awe and a strange kind of longing? A feeling like there's something more, something deeper that connects us all, yet it's just out of reach. That's the wonder of our existence, isn't it? This vast, mysterious journey we're all on, trying to find our place, our purpose. Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel, where we explore life's big questions and share insights that can transform your life. Today, we're going to delve into the ancient wisdom of Stoicism and the enchanting words of poets like Rumi and Hafez. We'll uncover how their timeless insights can help us navigate the complexities of modern life and find that inner peace we're all seeking. So, if you're ready for a journey of self-discovery and profound insights, stay with me. And don't forget, if you find value in our journey together, hit that subscribe button and join our community of thinkers and dreamers. Principle 1. Understanding your values. Marcus Aurelius once said, "He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe." This simple yet profound idea is at the heart of Stoicism. It tells us that knowing our values, the deep beliefs that guide our actions, is key to a harmonious life. Think of your values as your personal stars in the night sky. Just as sailors used stars to navigate vast oceans, our values guide us through life's journey. They help us make decisions that feel right, decisions that lead to peace and satisfaction. But how do we find these values? It's like embarking on a treasure hunt within ourselves. Start by asking yourself, what matters most to me? Honesty, kindness, courage. Each of us has our own set of values, and recognizing them is like finding our own unique compass. Seneca, another great Stoic philosopher, teaches us that our most valuable possessions are those that can't be taken away: our values and our character. In a world where everything is constantly changing, our values are our unchanging anchors. And let's not forget the beautiful words of Rumi, who said, "Let yourself be silently drawn by the strong pull of what you really love." This is about listening to your heart, understanding what brings you joy and peace, and following it. Epictetus, a wise Stoic, also reminds us that we have the power to choose our values. He tells us that we are not just shaped by our experiences, but by our responses to them. By choosing values that uplift and strengthen us, we shape a life of purpose and meaning. So, take a moment to reflect. What are your values? What guiding stars will you choose to navigate the sea of life? Remember, in this discovery lies the key to a life that is not just lived, but truly felt and experienced. In summary, understanding your values is about looking inward, finding what truly matters to you, and letting these principles guide your life. It's a journey worth taking, and it starts right within you. Principle 2. Developing self-awareness. Marcus Aurelius, a wise Stoic emperor, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This powerful quote reminds us that understanding ourselves, our thoughts and feelings, is where true strength lies. Self-awareness is like having a clear mirror in front of us. It lets us see who we really are, not just who we think we are. It's about noticing our thoughts, our feelings, and how we react to different situations. It's like being the watchful gardener of your own mind, knowing what thoughts to water and what to pull out. But why is self-awareness important? Seneca, another great mind of Stoicism, teaches us that knowing yourself is the beginning of wisdom. It's like having a map of your inner world. With it, you can navigate life more wisely, making choices that truly align with who you are. Rumi, the mystical poet, tells us, "Your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it." This is about breaking down the walls we've built inside us, walls of fear, doubt, and insecurity. By becoming more self-aware, we understand these barriers and can start to overcome them. Epictetus, known for his practical wisdom, advises us to focus on what we can control, and that starts with ourselves. He tells us that by understanding our desires, fears, and what makes us happy or sad, we can lead a more peaceful life. So, how do we develop self-awareness? Start by spending time with yourself. Reflect on your day, your reactions, and feelings. Ask yourself, why did I react that way? What makes me happy, sad, angry? It's like being a detective in your own life, uncovering clues about who you truly are. Remember, developing self-awareness is a journey. It doesn't happen overnight. It's a process of gently peeling back the layers of your personality, your habits, and your beliefs. It's about getting to know yourself as you would a close friend. As Hafez says, the words you speak become the house you live in. Your thoughts and feelings shape your reality. By becoming more aware of them, you can build a more positive and fulfilling life. Principle 3. Embracing creativity. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." This beautiful idea suggests that our inner world is shaped by what we think and create. Creativity isn't just about making art. It's about coloring our soul with our unique thoughts and expressions. Think of creativity as a garden. Your thoughts and ideas are like seeds. When you plant them, nurture them, they bloom into beautiful flowers, each representing a unique part of who you are. Creativity allows us to explore and express our deepest emotions, thoughts, and desires. Seneca, another wise Stoic, believed that our own mind is a sanctuary where we can find true peace. When we engage in creative activities, we create a peaceful space in our minds. It's like building a sanctuary where we can be ourselves, free from the noise of the outside world. Rumi, the poet of the soul, beautifully said, "Let the beauty of what you love be what you do." This means find what you love, be it painting, writing, singing, or dancing, and let it fill your life. Your creativity is a reflection of what you love, and in doing what you love, you find beauty in life. Epictetus tells us, we are not disturbed by what happens to us, but by our thoughts about what happens. When we embrace creativity, we learn to see the world in different colors, not just black and white. We learn to appreciate the beauty in complexity, in the unexpected, in the different. So, how can you embrace creativity? Start small. Draw, write, dance, cook, anything that lets you express yourself. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's about the process, not just the end product. It's about finding joy in creation. Remember Hafez's words, "The words you speak become the house you live in." Your creative expressions shape the world around you. They are your way of speaking to the world, of showing who you are. If you're finding this journey insightful, remember to subscribe to our channel for more empowering content. Your support means the world to us. Principle 4. Trusting your instincts. This is about trusting that inner voice, your instincts, which often know more than we give them credit for. Your instincts are like a compass within you, pointing you towards what feels right. It's that gut feeling, the one that often whispers to you in quiet moments or speaks loudly in times of need. It's about listening to this inner guidance and trusting it, even when it might seem against the usual path. Seneca believed that our fate is shaped by our character. Your instincts are a big part of your character. They are your natural reactions, your unfiltered understanding of what is right for you. By trusting these instincts, you align your life with your true character. Rumi, the poet of inner depths, said, "Let yourself be silently drawn by the strong pull of what you really love." This is about trusting the pull towards the things that make your heart sing. Your instincts often guide you to your passions and true joys. Epictetus, a philosopher who valued inner freedom, teaches us that we are more than just our thoughts and feelings. By trusting our instincts, we tap into a deeper part of ourselves, one that understands our true path. But how do we start trusting our instincts? It begins with quieting the noise around us. In our busy lives, it's easy to get lost in the chaos and forget to listen to our inner voice. Take time to be still, to reflect, and to listen. Your instincts speak in this silence. Remember the words of Hafez, "I wish I could show you when you are lonely or in darkness the astonishing light of your own being." Your instincts are part of this inner light. Trusting them illuminates your path, guiding you through life's darkness. Principle 5. Reflecting on reactions. Our reactions to what happens around us can reveal a lot about who we are inside. Our reactions are like mirrors. They show us our true feelings and beliefs, sometimes even the ones we hide from ourselves. When we get angry, happy, sad, or excited, these emotions tell us something about what we value, what hurts us, and what brings us joy. Seneca believed that true happiness is to understand our nature. By reflecting on how we react to things, we are learning about our true nature. It's like being a scientist of your own life, observing and learning from each reaction you have. Rumi, the poet of the heart, beautifully said, "Yesterday I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. Today I am wise, so I am changing myself." This is about focusing on how we can grow and improve ourselves, instead of trying to change everything around us. Epictetus, who taught the value of self-control, reminds us that it's not what happens to us that affects us, but how we react to it. Our reactions are choices, even if they don't always feel like it. We can choose patience over anger, kindness over annoyance. So, how do we start reflecting on our reactions? It's about taking a step back when something happens and asking yourself, why did I react this way? What does this tell me about myself? It's not always easy, but it's a powerful way to understand yourself better. Remember Hafez's words, "The words you speak become the house you live in." Your reactions are like the words you speak to yourself and the world. They shape the environment you live in, both inside and outside. Principle 6. Learning something new. Marcus Aurelius, the wise Stoic emperor, said, "Life is a journey. We learn every day." This is about embracing the joy and challenge of learning new things. When we learn, we grow. We open doors to new worlds, new ideas, and new parts of ourselves. Learning something new can be like planting a garden. Each new skill or knowledge is a seed. When you plant it, care for it, it grows, and so do you. You don't just learn something, you become someone more than you were before. Seneca, a philosopher who valued wisdom, believed that learning is like a journey that never ends. Each step, each new piece of knowledge is a step forward on your path. It doesn't matter how slow you go. What matters is that you keep going. Rumi said, "Let the beauty of what you love be what you do." This means finding joy in learning. Maybe it's painting, writing, cooking, or something else. Whatever it is, let it pull you. Let it excite you. That's where the magic happens. Epictetus taught us that it's not just about learning things outside of us. It's also about learning about ourselves. Every new thing we learn can teach us something about who we are, what we like, and what we're good at. So, how can you start learning something new? Begin with curiosity. What are you curious about? What have you always wanted to try or explore? Start there. It doesn't have to be big. Small steps lead to big journeys. Remember the words of Hafez. Stay close to anything that makes you glad you are alive. Let your learning be driven by joy, by what makes your heart feel alive. That is the most fruitful kind of learning. Principle 7. Taking on challenges. Marcus Aurelius once wisely said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice." This is about facing challenges not with anger or frustration, but as opportunities to grow and be better than before. Think of challenges like mountains. Climbing a mountain is tough. It tests your strength, your will, and your endurance. But once you reach the top, the view is breathtaking. Similarly, when you take on a new challenge, you learn, you grow, and you see the world and yourself from a new perspective. Seneca believed that life is like a play. We don't get to choose our role, but we do get to choose how we play it. Challenges are part of this play. They might be difficult, but how we face them defines our character. It's not the challenge that shapes us, but our response to it. Rumi said, "Don't be satisfied with stories, how things have gone with others. Unfold your own myth." This is about creating your own story, your own journey, through the challenges you face. Each challenge is a chance to add a new, exciting chapter to your life story. Epictetus taught that we should embrace what is thrown our way and work with it. In every challenge, there is something we can use, something that can help us grow. It's like finding treasures hidden in rocky soil. So how do you start taking on new challenges? Start with a small step. It doesn't have to be big or dramatic, just something that pushes you a little out of your comfort zone. Remember, every great journey starts with one step. Hafez said, "Fear is the cheapest room in the house. I would like to see you living in better conditions." Challenges can be scary, but they also lead us to better, stronger places within ourselves. Principle 8. Meaningful conversations. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth." This reminds us that in conversations, we're sharing and encountering different perspectives, not just facts. It's through these exchanges we grow in understanding and empathy. Think of meaningful conversations as bridges. They connect us to others, allowing us to understand and be understood. These aren't just casual chats about the weather. They're deeper, more honest talks where we share our thoughts, feelings, and experiences. Seneca taught that true happiness involves being at peace with oneself, and that comes from understanding, which we often gain through conversations. By engaging in meaningful discussions, we learn about ourselves and others, fostering inner peace. Rumi beautifully said, "Raise your words, not voice. It is rain that grows flowers, not thunder." This is about the power of gentle, thoughtful words. In conversations, it's not about being the loudest, but about being sincere, open, and compassionate. Epictetus emphasized the importance of listening. He said we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen more and talk less. In meaningful conversations, listening is as important, if not more, than speaking. It's about truly hearing what the other person is saying without judgment or planning your response. How do we have more meaningful conversations? Start by being curious. Ask open-ended questions that encourage others to share more than just yes or no answers. And listen, really listen, to what they are saying. Be present without distractions, and open your heart to their words. Remember Hafez's words, "An awake heart is like a sky that pours light." When you engage in meaningful conversations, your heart becomes open and receptive, not just pouring out your light, but also receiving others. Principle 9. Embracing vulnerability. Marcus Aurelius said, "Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart." This is about embracing vulnerability, not as a weakness, but as a strength. It's about opening your heart, even when it's hard. Vulnerability is like opening the windows of a house on a warm spring day. It might let in a breeze that scatters papers, but it also brings in fresh air and sunshine. Being vulnerable means letting down your guards, showing your true self with all its imperfections and fears. Seneca believed that being true to oneself is the essence of strength. Vulnerability is a part of this truth. It's about being honest about who you are, what you feel, and what you need. It's not about being unguarded against harm, but about being open to life's full range of experiences. Rumi said, "Don't grieve. Anything you lose comes round in another form." This is about trusting that showing your true self, with all its fears and hopes, will lead to deeper connections and understanding, even if it feels scary at first. Epictetus taught that we should not try to control what is outside our power, and our emotions are part of this. Accepting and expressing our vulnerability is acknowledging that we don't have to have everything under control. It's okay to feel and to show those feelings. So, how can you start embracing vulnerability? Begin by being honest with yourself. Acknowledge your feelings, even the uncomfortable ones. Then, take a step to share these with someone you trust. Remember, it's about taking small steps, not revealing everything all at once. Hafez beautifully said, "The words you speak become the house you live in." When you speak your truth, including your fears and dreams, you build a home of authenticity where your soul can reside peacefully. Principle 10. Daily meditation. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic who valued inner peace, once said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." Meditation is a path to understanding this inner world, to calm our thoughts and find peace. Think of meditation like a quiet, serene lake. The water is still, reflecting everything around it clearly. When we meditate, our mind becomes like this lake, calm, clear, and reflective. It allows us to see our thoughts and feelings without being overwhelmed by them. Seneca, who believed in the power of the mind, taught that tranquility comes from within. Meditation helps us find this tranquility. It's a time when we can step back from the noise of life and listen to the quiet voice within. Rumi said, "Silence is the language of God, all else is poor translation." In meditation we find silence, and in this silence we can find deeper understanding and connection, not just with ourselves, but with the world around us. Epictetus emphasized the importance of focusing on what we can control, our thoughts and reactions. Meditation helps with this. It teaches us to observe our thoughts without getting caught up in them. It's like learning to sit by the side of a road, watching cars, our thoughts, go by without needing to run after them. So how do you start a meditation habit? Begin with just a few minutes each day. Find a quiet spot, sit comfortably, and focus on your breath. When your mind wanders, gently bring it back to your breath. It's not about emptying your mind, but learning to be with your thoughts peacefully. Hafez said, "Stay close to anything that makes you glad you are alive." Let meditation be one of these things. It brings you closer to the joy and peace within you. Principle 11. Focusing on frustrations. Marcus Aurelius advised, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment." This means that our frustrations, often seen as negative, can actually be valuable opportunities for growth if we change how we view them. Think of frustrations as signposts. They point towards areas in our lives that need attention or change. Instead of avoiding these feelings, understanding why we feel frustrated can reveal much about what we value, what we need, and what we might want to do differently. Seneca taught that we suffer more often in our imagination than in reality. By focusing on our frustrations, we can differentiate between what's really bothering us and what's just a product of our worries or fears. It's like separating the wheat from the chaff, keeping what's valuable and letting go of what's not. Rumi said, "The wound is the place where the light enters you." Frustrations can feel like wounds, but they also let in light, offering us clarity and insight. By examining our frustrations, we allow ourselves to be guided by this light, leading to a deeper understanding of ourselves and our situations. Epictetus emphasized the importance of focusing on what we can control. Frustrations often arise from things outside our control. By recognizing this, we can shift our focus to how we respond to these frustrations, which is in our control. So, how do you focus on your frustrations in a constructive way? Start by acknowledging them. Ask yourself, why does this frustrate me? What does it say about my desires or expectations? Then, think about what you can do about it. Sometimes the solution is to change our perspective or approach, and other times it might involve taking action. Remember Hafez's words, "This place where you are right now, God circled on a map for you." Your current frustrations are not random. They are part of your journey. They are there for a reason, to teach you and guide you. Principle 12. Finding acceptance. Marcus Aurelius said, "Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart." This is about embracing life as it is, not as we wish it to be. It's about understanding that some things are beyond our control and finding peace in that realization. Think of acceptance like floating in a river. You can struggle against the current, or you can let it carry you. Acceptance is learning to float, to move with life's flow, understanding that the current has its own rhythm and direction. Seneca believed that being disturbed by external events leads to turmoil. When we accept these events, we find serenity. It's like watching a storm from a safe place, knowing you can't stop the rain, but you can choose to watch it calmly. Rumi said, "The moment you accept what troubles you've been given, the door will open." Acceptance is this door. When we accept our troubles, our challenges, our reality, we open the door to peace, to new possibilities, and to deeper understanding. Epictetus taught that we should concern ourselves only with what is in our power and accept what is not. This is the essence of acceptance. It's understanding where our power lies and where it does not, and finding comfort in that understanding. So, how do you practice finding acceptance? Start by recognizing what you can and cannot change. Focus your energy on what's in your control. For everything else, try to let go, to accept. It doesn't mean giving up. It means understanding the limits of your power and the power of your limits. Remember Hafez's words, "And still, after all this time, the sun never says to the earth, 'You owe me.'" Look what happens with a love like that. It lights the whole sky. Acceptance is a form of love, a love that asks for nothing in return, a love that lights up our lives. As we conclude our journey through these 12 powerful principles, I want to leave you with a thought that's both simple and profound. In the vast tapestry of life, every thread, every color, every pattern is essential. Just like in this tapestry, every challenge you face, every joy you experience, and every lesson you learn is vital in creating the unique masterpiece that is your life. Remember, the path to understanding and growth isn't always easy. It's filled with highs and lows, twists and turns, but it's in this journey that we find our true strength, our resilience, and our capacity for boundless love and compassion. Like the Stoic philosophers, like Hafez and Rumi, we too can find a wellspring of wisdom within ourselves, a light that guides us through the darkest tunnels and into the brightness of our own being. So, as you go forward, carry these principles with you. Let them be your companions in the journey of life. And whenever you need a reminder of your strength, your potential, and the beauty of life, I'm here. Our channel is a community, a place where we can learn, grow, and inspire each other. And now, if you're looking for more inspiration, more insights to guide you on your path, take a moment to explore one of the playlists you see on your screen. They're curated to help you continue this journey of self-discovery, to delve deeper into the wisdom that can transform your life. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to join our growing family. Share your journey with us in the comments below, and remember, you're not just a part of this incredible community, you are its heart and soul. Thank you for being here, for taking these steps towards a more insightful, fulfilling life. Remember, in each of us lies the power to shape our destiny, to be the architects of our joy and peace. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. Stay inspired, keep growing, and I'll see you in the next video. Till next time, stay with the Creator.